Grammar. Before taking the GED Language Arts test, it is important to understand how to use the correct tenses in your sentences. A tense is the form a verb takes. Tenses help to show us when the action happened or is happening. The basic tenses are past, present, and future. Tense agreement. One important rule to keep in mind when writing is to always keep the tense you are using. For instance, if you have decided to use past tense in your writing, make sure to finish it using past tense. This process is called tense agreement. If a sentence starts in the present tense, it is meant to stay in the present tense until the end. But there can be exceptions sometimes. Let's look at some examples. Example 1. Mr. Smith tells his students to raise their hands in class when they thought they know the answer. In this sentence, multiple verb tenses were used, making the sentence very confusing and hard to understand. The first thing to note is that the verb tenses tells, thought, and know do not agree with each other. Tells and know are in the present tense, while thought is in the past tense. The reader doesn't know if we are talking about the present or the past. You can correct this sentence in two ways. Use past tense throughout the sentence or use present tense throughout your sentence. This is also dependent on what you want to say. For example, Mr. Smith tells his students to raise their hands in class when they think they know the answer. Or, Mr. Smith told his students to raise their hands in class when they thought they knew the answer. Using the same tense in your sentences gives them balance and consistency. Example 2. This is another example that has all three basic tenses. The sky darkens, the sea rumbled, and the lighthouse will beckon for hope. Darkens is in the present tense. Rumbles is in the past tense, and will beckon is in the future tense. To correct this sentence, change the verb tenses to agree with each other. The sky darkened, the sea rumbled, and the lighthouse beckoned for hope. Or, the sky darkens, the sea rumbles, and the lighthouse beckons for hope. Or, the sky will darken, the sea will rumble, and the lighthouse will beckon for hope. When the tenses are constant, sentences in the past, present, and future flow nicely. Most importantly, the reader understands whether you are writing about something that has previously occurred, is presently occurring, or will occur in the future. Keep this in mind while studying, and you are sure to succeed in your test. Happy studying!